Searching for ancestors in FamilySearch. Have you ever wondered about some of those subtitles under FamilySearch tab? Records, Family Tree, Genealogies, Catalog, Books, and Research Wiki, and how they could help you with family history? Let's take a few minutes and explore these 6 areas. I will start with records. There are 2 ways to search for a name. Choose an ancestor and go to their person details page, or go into Records in the main Search tab. I would start with the details page first. I can review and attach hints, or I can search here in FamilySearch. When I search from the details page here, the program will find records that are connected to family groups or people that are connected through families. Most of these records were collected from the older programs before computers came into wide use. The second way to search is to go into the Search tab here at the top and then click on Records. FamilySearch will find records that were indexed individually and not necessarily connected to any family. So if you don't find what you're looking for from the details page, you would want to come into this page and search. Your results may be different, and you will have a lot more filters to work with. You can search by records in general, type in a name, date, and a place, and click on Search. This is what you might see, and you can filter or narrow it down even more from here and then click on Update. Let's suppose I just want to look through some specific databases. Click on a country that you want to start with. I'm going to click on United States in yellow. Choose a location. I'm going to choose Ohio. Here you can see the number of collections, years covered, indexed records, and record images, which are those that have not yet been indexed. You can put in a general search and it will search through all the databases in Ohio, or you might want to go into a particular database and insert the name you are looking for. It is only showing 5, but you can click on 74 to see all the choices of databases. Here you can see how many records there were for a particular database and when they were last updated. Here you can access direct links and learn how to research in Ohio. Below are historical images that have not yet been indexed. Going down the page under these unindexed historical records, you can see that there are hundreds and millions of records within each database, and they are adding to them frequently. Going into one of these records, I will click on Ohio Census of Petitioners in 1840. Browsed images are usually arranged by location or date rather than by a name. I can print or download or attach this record to FamilySearch Tree and even put it in my source box. This drop-down under Tools allows you to adjust an image. Here on the left you can zoom in or out or see a full screen view, or click here to see thumbnail image, which looks like this. This database is arranged by counties, which are in alphabetical order. I can double-click an image to open and see a particular image to see if that ancestor is on this list. 3 things to remember in your search. Spelling of names change through the years, both in record keeping and by the people themselves. A lot depended on the competency of the census taker also. Places and boundaries change through the years. West Virginia didn't become a state until 1863, so if I wanted records before that, I would have to look in Virginia. Relationships are the most important thing to go by. The next thing I will talk about is Family Tree. Clicking on Family Tree will bring you to this page first, where you can search your ancestor by name and dates and relationships, or by personal identification number. Clicking on these top headers just takes you to different places in the tree. These can be accessed from other places as well. Tree lets you view your tree in landscape, portrait, fan, or descendancy view. Person takes you to your own person page. Recents are the last 50 people you have visited, and lists take you to the people you are watching. In case you don't know what a watch list is, I will explain. If I click on Watch and it becomes Unwatch, that means FamilySearch is watching that person. So anytime someone makes a change on this person, FamilySearch will send me an email every week telling me who made the change and what changes they made. It is handy if someone keeps changing your tree. You can either correct it or contact that person to collaborate on a record. Next, how can genealogies help us? On the right, you can learn more about genealogies. Down here, I can submit a family tree, but I want to know more about Margaret Smith. I only know her spouse and her father's name. I want to know her mother's name and if she had any children. So I submit what I know, and I'm going to see if anyone else out there has any more information on her in their tree. There are lots of trees that have information on her. I will look at lots of them, but let's choose this one as an example. On this record, I found her children, her mother, her grandparents, with little errors of her line going even out farther. Family trees are not counted as official sources, but some will have sources attached. It is good to check out the other relatives, in this case her grandfather Daniel Smith. If you look on the information strip on the left, you will see lots of additional information. Date and place of birth, marriage and death, his parents, alternate names, sources, and notes. This note tells the history of the name Paraguay and that most of these dates came from a family Bible, and who has that family Bible now. When I opened up under Show More, I was able to get tons of names and dates and more sources. This can be a huge help in filling in the missing pieces to your tree. Researching the catalog. Of all the genealogy we know about, what percentage of that do you think is online? What you see online represents only 7% of all the information we currently know about. The catalog is a collection of films and microfiche with genealogy information on them. The picture on the left shows what the cabinets look like and where the films are kept. The picture on the right is the machine that reads the film. They are found in family history libraries. Some films, because of copyright laws, will never be put online, but you can view them in a family history library. The catalog is a collection of films and books from various libraries. Online information is growing daily, but if you can't find it online, you might want to come to the catalog, especially if you are researching in the 1700s and earlier. You can search by place, names or last names, titles, authors, subjects, or keywords. If I want more information about the catalog, I can learn it here. This link will explain how to take advantage of the catalog. It will also tell you how to access a WorldCat and Archive grid. These are worldwide catalogs to consider, and you can access these online. It is better to start your search with a place. After all, if records weren't kept in the year your ancestor lived, you might be wasting time. If you know the film number or call number, you can enter it here. And you can choose to see only records online or records found at family history centers, some of which may be online, or you can choose to see any available records. I will enter United States, Arizona. If you know a particular place in a state, you can click on this down arrow and go directly to that county. Click on any of the databases within a county or the state that you want to view. Once you are in a database, they will tell you where to access the information. Here we can see the information can be viewed in a book or a film. We can see the availability and where to find it. Most places will say Family History Library now, which means the big Family History Library downtown in Salt Lake City. BYU in Provo, Utah will also have a large selection of books and films, and you can call them to see if they have a particular film to view in their library. They used to send films to your Family History Center for a small fee, but have now stopped providing this service. The reason being that they are trying to digitize all the films in the vault and put them online within the next 3 or 4 years. So between now and then, you will have to visit the Salt Lake City downtown to look for a film or call BYU. Some databases are already online, and you can click here to see those records. If I click on the name of any library, it will bring up a map of where that library is and the hours it is open and their phone number. Books, you can get them online or on a shelf in the library or other places such as historical societies. The book section has changed recently to provide us with faster ways to get the information we're looking for. It offers more than 440,000 digitized genealogy and family history books and publications. You can access family histories, county and local histories, genealogy, magazines, gazetteers, and even medieval histories and pedigrees. You can just choose to explore a particular library online here by just clicking on the desired one. At the top search bar, you can put in a surname, place, or event. I will start with a surname to show you how this works. First, let me explain what you're seeing here on the left. Filters can narrow your search results. Creator means like a certain group, like the Mayflower Descendants or Mennonite Historical Society, or it might mean an author. Subject. If you put in a surname plus the word family, it will find like Overholt family or Smith family. There are manuscripts out there that were not made into a book, but the information is still made available online. It could also have valuable information. Choose a language. Owning institution is the name of an institution, like maybe I want to see what Mesa, Arizona FamilySearch Library has, or the Ogden, Utah FamilySearch Library, and so forth. Access level. There are 4 categories here. Public means that there are no copyright protections and it's available to view online without restrictions. If you are viewing from your home computer, I would choose this level so you don't get a bunch of books you're not able to get into. Protected means it has copyrighted protections and cannot be viewed online, but you could go to the library and see the physical book. Limited permission, it has copyright protections and can be viewed online but cannot be printed or downloaded. And member permission means you can view it online only at a family history library, at a family history center, or one of FamilySearch partner libraries. So here's a book that has my surname in it. Click on full text results. The program will actually find your surname in a book very quickly, so you don't have to go through the whole book to find it. Underneath or on the side will come up excerpts from the book that has your surname in it. If you want to know more, click on View and it will take you to the actual page in the book and you can read the full text. Notice your search word is highlighted. This is information I did not have. On the previous pages, this book even listed some sources, such as a will and a census and a tax record. Books are a great way to find ancestors born in the 1700s, where sources are scarce or hard to find. Books and newspapers were the Facebook of olden days. On the toolbar at the bottom, hover your mouse over the icons and it will tell you what actions it does to see this book in a different view or adjust the contrast and so forth. Here I can change the results per page to 10, 20, or 50. Here I can sort a book by a date range covered by the book or alphabetically by title, and I can print my search results. Go to the Help Center and type in books to learn more. Next, we're going to talk about the wiki. It is like Wikipedia, only better. It is a place search, not a person search, but you might find a person by doing place searches. Wiki tells us how records were kept in a particular place and how to find those records. This is particularly helpful when you're searching in foreign countries. This is a place to start if you don't know where to start. I can click on a country or I can type it in. I will choose North America. I will choose United States. You can look at record types here for the United States. Here it gives you research tools. Here you can ask the community, or you can click on a state. I will choose Kentucky. The state pages have the same types of records. Anything in blue is a direct link. Further down this page I can see the counties. I can click on any county to see what records they kept. Most records were kept at the county level. On down the page I can see migration route and additional resources. The information under counties is huge. This is just a small sample of some of Henderson County records. Again, everything in blue is a direct link to that site. Clicking on this guide will open up another menu to get help. Just click on the subject you want to learn about. Professional genealogists are great fans of the wiki, and it has also been a great help to me as I have done research for my ancestors. Our roots run deep. We each hold a little of the past within us. The lives of our ancestors and their stories can help mold our understanding and touch our hearts with courage and resolve. The profound lessons of the past can have a cleansing and healing influence on our future. Henry B. Eyring said this about our ancestors, quote, "Their hearts are bound to you. Their hope is in your hands. You will have more than your own strength as you choose to labor on to find them," unquote.